Let me share about my life story to you before I will show you the video about the elephant. I grew up from the small hill tribe village. As a tribal, I was born in the village, very small in the deep jungle, which is no school and no road, no electric. As the hill tribe people, the woman is not much to have the right to speak, and also for education, and we hardly find that is a chance. My mother never get chance to go for education. So for the tribal, we born to be mother and work in the farm. But when I grew up, I have two things that is to connect to outside of the world because we have no electric. We have the old transistor in the whole village. So everyone will go to in the middle of the village and listen to the transistor, try to hear. I think transistor may be like a radio transistor. And everyone will go up there, and sometimes if we don't have the battery, every villager will go and put the ear very close to the radio, try to listen what is outside our village speak about. And one other thing that is, I see the aeroplane. A small aeroplane pass every time in the village, and I wonder what is that. And that is I want to seeking, and I dream that is one day I want to come and see what is happening. And then I look at the aeroplane and I told to my mother, I said, I want to go to see that aeroplane. And my mother just said, how? And I don't know yet, but I tell to my mom that I really want to seeking and find out why the iron can fly. So this is the start of my story. And then to go to the school in the village. They have a school that is temple school. They not allow the woman to go there as some superstitions. So they just only allow the men to study. So for us, we are really want to go. My mother don't give up because she never get education and she want me to study. So after the boy in the village, they graduate from like a first primary school. They walk out from the village, and we have to walk 12 kilometers to the school outside. I join them. We only go to school only 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because it's very long way. We walk hours to school. To study in the school is very difficult for me as a woman there, and also the tribal, because the boy in the town just see that is I don't I have no shoe, and they want to see that how hard of my feet. They wear the shoe and they stamp on my feet. But for the early time, that is, I don't want to fight because I come from the jungle. But that time is I start to learn. My mother doesn't want me to get out from the village because of their concern. That is, be a woman and also pressure for her. Our culture, after 6 o'clock or after the sunset, we cannot get out of the house. That is from our belief. And then I tell to my mother, I will fight for my education. Somehow that is, I have, after, get graduate from the first school, and I have to go to Christian school because it's for we don't have money to send ourselves, and my mother can't afford for that. So when I went to Christian school, I learned about how to volunteer. So they take me to the village, follow with the missionary. It's a lot of things during the time that I challenge and learn about during the time, and learn about the confusion of the life to be the tribal, mixed with the culture, mixed with the religion, because it's my family, we believe on enemies. We have wear the stone, we have to wear a lot of things that what we believe, but when we go to Christian school, we have to take everything out. But I try to manage on that. This is, I'm like all of you on that time, when I be a teenage. I have a lot of dream. I want to be some, I want, first of all, I want to stand up for the woman right. I want to work for the people who doesn't have choice. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a doctor. I want to do any job that is, I dream that to help people. My mother asked me if I graduate, I have to work for something that can go back to protect our people. Because to be the tribal, sometimes we feel like a third class population. So I promised her that after I graduate, I will work something to make her proud of. But then when I have the chance to visit, to follow the missionary, and that day my life have been changed. I follow them to the deep jungle of the Karen village. At that evening, I heard the screaming at the creek. The screaming, that is familiar because I heard that all the time when I was at my village. I, I saw the elephant walk past the house with the chains, and then I asked, as a children, I asked the man who take elephant walk past our home, why the big giant like this, they need a chain. They said the chain used for locking. But then in the night and day, and sometimes 24 hours, I heard the screaming in the deep jungle, but I can't imagine how it looked like. So at that evening, I heard again that screaming, very familiar from whatever I heard many times. So I asked the head man of the village, can they take me to see what's happening behind the creek? So that the head man of the Karen tribe take me into the field where is the elephant work. I witnessed that. The head man said, don't stay below when the elephant work because the giant locking, you will see from the video, that is the giant locking will, when the chain broken, it will rolling and maybe can hurt us or kill us. So he take me in front of where the elephant work and in a steep hill. I stand about 3 meters away from that bull elephant. And what is I have witnessed in there? I witnessed the elephant try very hard to pull the big giant logging, which is almost the same size of him. He's skinny. He also not not well, but they force him. And every time when he pull his power together, he's screaming again and again. But I wonder why only pull the lock. He's screaming. But when I look, I find out that it's the man on the top jab him with a knife. The man, the mahout, we call mahout is the keeper below, jab him with a spike. And in front, the man in front slingshot him, with a big stone over and over. And I see the blood down of his head. When I witness about that cruelty in front of me, I screaming. I don't know, between that time, me screaming or the elephant screaming, who is the most loud. And my heart is really break on that time, but I never can imagine that is before people will have the wood to come to make the house, to make the sofa, furniture. This is what is behind the scene. And every time when that bull stopped, he looked at me. And then he pulled the block again and screaming. And when he's screaming, that time I look at his eye, I feel everything deep cut on my heart. I feel the pain. I feel angry, hopeless, fierce, and confused. And I start to screaming for the man to stop to abuse the elephant. And when they see me, when they hear that is I try to screaming a lot, they remove me from there. And I have to tell you that I cry when I walk out from that field. And when I come and have a dinner at the village, I still hear that. When I go to bed, I still hear that. And I ask the person who stay in the house, when this noise will finish. The man said when he finished the job, because elephant pulled the lock from the the below up to the mountain, where is the road, where is the, they call the lorry or the truck, stop there. Many of you may be wonder why they use an elephant in Asian country. Most the wood don't not be a plantation, but they cut from national forest. And the more difficult, the more deep jungle, they will have the big giant log. And this is I can tell you later. If you would like to ask more, I will explain to you why the elephant work in there. So after I came back, my mind not rest. My mind is start to really confuse and fear, and I receive all that energy, all that feeling. I deep down my heart really break to see that part, and I'm shocked about that. And I came back to school. I'm still not finished from university yet, but I can't sleep at night. Before I go to bed, that noise follow my ear. Wake up in the morning, that eyes pop up in my mind, and my heart can't stay rest if I don't do anything. I decided to walk out from the boarding house and ask for the school, that is, I would like to go to work. So I start to work at the restaurant and find the money, buy the medicine, put in the rucksack, and went back to the jungle to seeking and find out what's going on. I went back to put the medicine for that bull. When I first put the medicine for him, I realized that the medicine in my rucksack is not enough because he so bad injury and very bad, not just only external, but when I smell, I stay close to him, I can smell he really sick. And then when I put the medicine on his body, the person who look after him told me that you can go to the village. Over there, they have more elephants sick. They have more elephants sick in that village. Yes, I follow from whatever they told me. The more I go deep to the jungle, the more I see the suffer. I have witnessed many suffering. Blind elephant, both eyes blind, lame elephant, sick elephant, pregnancy elephant, old elephant, they still forced to work. And then I asked them, I asked the people who keep elephant and have elephant at home, when this elephant can rest, they told me that when they're falling down and can't stand anymore, and when they die, that it shocked me again. So I struggling that time, and then I came home, and then I started to find out how can I do and help them. I deep down every day, I can't turn my back to them. After I graduate, I talked to my mother. I told her that I can't work. I can't promise her that I will work as the government official, but I will go back to work for animals. And this is what is my life start to work for the elephant. But to see that I will show the short clip of video to all of you. When I start to work with the animals, it's not just only animal, but it's work involved with people. But before that, I would like to warning to all of you in the path of my work. So now I would like you to see the film, and after that I come back and talk to you again. Thank you. I think better I will be here, and then I can hear every one of you when you ask the question. So, why elephant is everyone ask me that is why the others. I have to let you know that is I not just only work with elephant as you see that, but elephant may be start of the animal that is I start to help and speak and voice for them. To speak and voice for elephant in the country where is we have the human right issue. We don't have animal right and animal law in here, and we have so many government that is already we have elected government, but we never have the animal welfare acts in our parliament and talk about that. This is the problem. That's why I would like to thank you, Mr. Kim, Ms. Janice, and for the United Nations in this place allow me to bring the voice for the animals to speak in here. And it seems I'm the last person for this event that I will speak on this conference, and also the first one that speak about animal right. I'm not only work for the animal right only or protect them, but if you see that is when we work about animals, we cannot just only think to work with animal only, as that is we have so many people and human involved. To work to protect the elephant, in Thailand we use elephant in many different jobs. You maybe see that already. We have banned logging in Thailand in 1989, which is the government announcement to people that is Thailand ban logging. But in the real world, the next day they still work for logging. Until today, still around a couple hundred of elephants work and suffer in the jungle. In other business, is the tourist industry is bring the number two of the income to the country. What is the people dream to come to Thailand? When they come to Thailand, people want to have the experience with the elephant. Many of tourists want to come, hug elephant, cut the baby elephant, ride elephant to see the elephant show and circus. When many of the people in Europe country or America, you can't see that. So you can still see many show in Thailand. So people come to Thailand and when feed the baby elephant, hug the elephant, but no one question where is that baby come from? Where is the mother of elephant? That is a problem because of that elephant is maybe come from the forced breeding business. When they breeding the mother elephant, she suffer from many times that is she get forced breeding, and I call rape over and over until she pregnant. Pregnant 2 years, only a few months, 5 months or 6 months, they separate the baby to take into the tourist industry, to show to the tourists. When the people can see the more youngest, the more people can enjoy and feed elephant, hug elephant, show in Instagram, and more people want to hug the same. When the people spread this thing and the news come out and this thing mislead for the tourists around the world, animals suffer, elephants suffer. It's not just only that. It's not just only elephant, tiger, and many animals that used in the tourist industry, they are suffer. This is very important that I think I would like to speak on behalf of them to for all of us here to understand that it's the time for us to traveling with response, to be kind and care to the others. So for the elephant, they are the symbolic of the country. In Thailand, we use elephant in the flag. At the religion that we have, if you go to the temple, almost every temple, you will find elephant statue there. The people blessing, use offering, candlelight for the elephant. But in the real life, they are very hard life. Not just only in Thailand, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and many Asian countries use elephant in a wrong way. In India, they use elephant for the Puram festival. Many elephants that is suffer, and many of them die during the festival. In Sri Lanka, also they use perahera. They behind the scene, they are suffer. So tourists, when you traveling, you have to investigation. Because when the people bring the animal into the tourist industry, this is, they have trained before. Elephant is original, they come from wild. They stay as the herd. They are social life animal. They have a family like us. They have emotional. They have a feeling like us. They sad when they lost something. They're angry. They can talk. They can gossip you. They can do a lot of things. When I stay with them, I learn a lot of their behavior. But the people chose that is, if they have a money, the tourists they can pay for that, for enjoy. But they don't see that is really before the elephant coming to stand up, performing, painting, or riding, how much they get through. You can see from the video, when the baby elephant have to go to tourist industry, they not just only walk from the mother. They have first proceed that they will draw the baby elephant away from the mother. On the day that they draw the baby from the mother, that is, if anyone witness in there, is a heartbreak, because it's not easy at all. Mother elephant, she can die for the baby, because it's in the elephant herd, they have a society. When the mother elephant give birth, they always have a midwife. When they have a midwife, they always have a nanny. One baby elephant sometimes have minimum 5 nanny. If the people will go to hunting to take a baby elephant from the wild, they have to kill at least 2. When they kill the mother, the nanny will go to protect and take the baby run. And when they kill the nanny, then the baby confused. That is, they will capture the baby and bring to train. So I talk about even wild or captivity elephant. The captive elephant, that is even worse. When they take the baby elephant from the mother, they would drag the baby and they are suffer. They put in the training class they call Pajan. You see it in the video. 24 hours for 7 days. They will be in there, stab them, jab them, and start to tie them everything until they obey and listen. And after that, on the day 7, if the bull, they might take 10, 15 days. When they are okay already, they obey and listen. They release this elephant. After they let them out, they can't even stand. They will brutally, a whole body, I have a cut, wounded all around. And when they can stand up again, take the mother in front of them. They're not even recognized. Can you imagine that? They not recognize the mother. And after that, they will start another program to train them, to make them listen and obey. If the business want them to painting, they carry on to do painting. If the business want them to do performing, dancing, or play hula hoop, or do anything what people want, then they start to carry on and continue to train them. And this is how the elephant performing to people. Many people don't know that, think elephants are very clever. But before they will come and show, they can do a mouth organ, they can do a lot of things, play football. And I think you see some elephant exhibit in the zoo. You also know that behind the scene, they have trained. So now I want to bring the message to all of you. And I try to, because this is the last day, I will try to let you more engage and ask the question. But I just want to let you know that I work about wild elephant as well. Wild elephant, not just only in Thailand. You may be heard about elephant and human conflict. They have conflict from Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, India, everywhere. When they talk about elephant and human conflict, people will see the picture, how the people, only the news come out, how the elephant damaged the house, how the elephant killed the people, but no one know what is the reason why elephant come out and start to damage the people. Let me explain to you about, I give you in my country. We used to have about 100 of wild elephant before, but now we have only a couple thousand. And as well in Thailand, we have only 3,800 plus or lower. Before COVID, that is the register of the, we call domestic elephant. that elephant owned by the private people, and they use for the tourist industry. But today, for the wild elephant, we get less than 3,000. We have lost the habitat. We have lost the home for them. They get captured to bring for people to work for people, and many mega project, big project of the government also threaten them for their home. So many, when I work with the elephant in the wild, and when I walk into the land, they hardly have land left. The land turned to be the dam, the land turned to be a big factory. The land have to turn to be some of the alien species that is they bring to plant in Thailand, like a eucalyptus or some wood that can use for paper, or or the tree that for wood. So the elephant get pushed more and more, and they have only a little left for them. You maybe see that it's a picture of elephant run and stay next to the supermarket in Thailand, or run in the road, or stay in where is a community. If you ask elephant, they will tell you they don't want to come out, but they have to stay somewhere in the light, in the spotlight, which is someone can see, for them to save. They don't want to bring their children walk across to the motorway and risky themselves to get the gunshot, electric shot, or to get a poison, or to get hakabatas, like Sri Lanka, they use the bomb to put in the like a watermelon and get the elephant to eat and kill them. And this is the conflict. Have killed a lot of elephants, but they cannot stay in the jungle because their home not safe anymore. And this is the problem about the elephant and human, and no one will talk on behalf of them. They only talk that is humans suffer because of elephant come and take space. In West Bengal, if you go to see that, you will see that it's many tea plantation take the space of wild elephant. Many train kill elephants. Some night they kill 7 elephants in one night because we make the train through the jungle. And also in Sri Lanka, people always talk about you drink tea but kill elephant, because before when the people take over the land of the elephant, they kill the elephant because they want the land to plant the tea. So this is what is a lot of behind that the people didn't talk about. So I will try to go and speak. When I work with elephant, my work trail that is I pass plenty to see a lot. And before that, when I see the people abuse animal, I am upset. I'm angry, as that is the early time when I work. And I said, if I go to the jungle, I have a medicine I will never give for people. I will keep my medicine only for elephant. I create the mobile clinic called Jumbo Express, a free mobile clinic. And I start to rescue elephant for the first one in 1991. I think some of you may be not born yet. So when I start to go to rescue the elephant, and then I start to go to the jungle, and then I start to see a lot of things, and then people ask me, can I have a medicine? I said, no, I have a medicine for animal only because I love animal. But after that, I start to realize that I cannot work only with animals and ignore and deny people. Myself alone, I can't work and make my job success. I have to work with many people, join the hand, speak, and then work together. So when I start to do that, I start to bring more medicine for the villager, for the people who work for elephant, for including the people who abuse elephant. When they get sick, I start to treat them. I start to give them the medicine and start to talk to them. And when they see that is we give the care to them, it will be very easy for us to speak and educate to them. This is the first step of my life, my life of work. When I was in the university, the life, like everyone here, you learn about that, the life beautiful. But after you come out of university, you will see the realistic. So you have to learn that the life university, that is the one that you have to seeking and learn about that. So I start to go to work with the people, and then I start to see more and learn more about that. It make my job more easy. More easy than that is, I think, you are my enemy. You are bad, and I don't want to work with you. Turn to be that is put our heart, our care to them, and put the bridge to them, and bring them to us, and start to work with them. And then that is make your job more easy. In Thailand, we have, before COVID, we have over 300 elephant camp, which is made for the elephant riding. And the people are really make so much, I can tell you, billion baht a year for that. And as we are the elephant attraction, if you come for our national airline, fly from somewhere, first thing that is elephant will come up when we will come to our royal kingdom of Thailand. You will see that they will use elephant image. Unfortunately, sometimes they show about elephant riding. Don't take that note, because I don't suggest you to ride elephant, and I against that elephant riding. I will tell you why. So when the elephant become like the image of the country, people think that is this is how we can make elephant camp. People really happy and enjoy, make money. Before COVID, we have so many tourists, million and million come, and more than 60% people want to have experience with elephant. And Thailand is the land for that. So I try to talk to the many camp to ask them to pull out their business, turn to be the ethical. Everyone laughed. They just said, why? No one will come to pay money to come and just watch elephant to be elephant. We invite many people to come and to visit Elephant Nature Park, whereas I create. We rescue more than 200 elephants from abuse and overwork, and we start to release them to be roam free, to join the herd again. And we use this model, we try to spread the word to around the world, to many people to have elephant, turn elephant to be more ethical, more humane. So when we start to ask them, they said, no, because this is not, they don't believe that this is going to make money. So anyway, during the time that I speak, because when I have the choice to speak for the elephant, tourists still enjoy that for riding. How can I make the people aware of that? When you come to ride elephant, you come to see elephant circus. This is the abuse behind the scene. So we start to raise awareness by explore the story of the training class to people. In one overnight, I become the label of the country. I get protests. The people who make the tourist industry, sometimes they have fight each other. But when one person appears, they start to go to think she is the enemy. They start to stand up and fight against me and protest and gathering together, because this is I hit the rice pot. And in one overnight, my life changed. I have to run like a fugitive. 2002, I can't even be home. I have to hidden. I get in everywhere in the TV and the newspaper in a bad news. They talk about Lek is a rebel. She say bad about country. She damaged about country reputation and everything. And it's not just only that. I lost plenty friends, plenty in to speak. But you know, when I walk on my road and I work with elephant, I see a lot of suffer. I have see over and over the elephant when they're pregnant. The people on the saddle sit on them. Can you imagine that when the people pregnant, the baby need to turn, but sometimes the baby can't turn, baby die inside, they stillborn and miscarry, and after that the mother die too. Many old blind, lame, baby take to use for the riding. And some of them both eyes blind, they still take to ride and put a saddle when the tourist doesn't know that. Some of them broken leg, they still walk with the limb like that. So I think this is the time that we have to give education to people and let people to know what is the problem on that. So we start to tell people a story. And as I speak in the country that is not priority and not let animal right is important, this is a problem. So the people who do for the camp, gathering together and fight against me, they use a lot of media to attack me. And if you search in the history in 2002, you won't see that is I will be very bad everywhere. So I'm not give up because I went to court so many times. I get sued plenty. I get arrested in the police station many times. Even I went to the camp someplace, they open for the public. But if for me to go there, I get arrested to broken the property. Because if I take a picture or something, that is I get a trouble. My road to work for the elephant is smaller and smaller and get a limit. Some part, some project, some camp put my picture in there, not allow this woman to be in here. Many of my friends ask me why I chose to speak. Why don't I be like the other conservationists? Just only see something and turn, just don't speak. Just say that is make the people want to hear. If people ask that, I can say that is my country is the Buddhist country. We never abuse anymore. Elephants are very happy. When they're swaying like this, they're dancing. When the hook put in their head, their skin very thick is no problem. I can say this kind of thing. But if I speak, my life turn to be no peaceful. But I choose to speak because when I look at the elephant eyes, they fear more than me. Every time when I rescue them, 200 elephants and more than that, I rescue one by one from the place they are living here and bring them to our project. I see them from the day and then take them to rehab. And I can see a lot of them is really, really terrible. They have not just only physical problem, mentally very bad. More than 85% of elephants that we rescue to our project, they madness, aggressive, angry. Some of them look very shy. Some of them stand like a zombie. Until they become the elephant again, that is, we can understand them. And if the elephant in our project can speak, I tell you, years and years, that is, I can listen to their story. So I decided to speak and talk especially to this country and some Asian country, that is Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, to speak, and sometimes that I get a limit of my movement. But I'm not make the big change. I just only want to be a little rock in the shoe of someone who will be abused anymore for them and remind them, considerate for them, do not harm to animal. And because you have one person here, you speak. So I never regret that is to work for the animals and elephant and whatever, even I have lost a lot. If I have the chance to look back of my journey, I'm 62 years old now, but my heart's still 25. I just want to let you know that my heart's still full of energy because I will continue to work every single day until the end of my day. And I will work for them, I will voice for them and speak to them because they have no voice. People still have voice, but animals never have voice. So that's why I will come to ask of you today before I leave how you can help me to work on this. So anyway, to work with the elephant, as I tell you, one people cannot make it. We have the team, we have a volunteer. At our project, we have created the volunteer program, which is we receive volunteers from around the world to work with us. We plant the seed from people who come and learn from us, and to learn about not just the elephant, human tribe, people, women, environment. We work everything all together. If you see the project of that is I have shot in the video, that we work for empower women. We work for the children to educate them. I have a campaigns that to fight against the for the animal cruelty, for ivory trade, because Thailand also before is the main market and the hub for ivory is here in Thailand. So I have to stand up to fight and talk for that, because that is I want to wake up all the young generation and Thai people to understand about that. If we don't protect Thai elephant, soon this symbolic of the country will have only picture for the people to see that we have already the number very little left now. And this beautiful giant need someone to protect. And I maybe speak for a couple years, and I don't know when I will go. No one know the future, but I need that is to all of you here. This is I feel the energy that is you are the one that is will be carry on that to protect not just only animal but environment. Together they must come. Like when I start to work with the elephant, and I want to work cooperation with the camp owner. So I walk to them, even they don't like me. So when we have a COVID issue, for 3 years in here, we get early because we have the problem. Main market is Chinese market, Chinese tourists. When China have a problem, Thailand get early pandemic. So we start to cross the camp. And can you imagine that when every camp have to cross and no money, elephant eat about 10% of the body weight. Some elephant 3,500 kilogram, 3.5 ton. Some elephant 5.7 ton. They eat 10%. They have food 10% of their body weight. When they start to eat that, people make money from the tourists. When COVID, we have a zero income. But then we have pay for the elephant food 100%. People are suffer. So many elephants falling down during that time. We are struggling too. But I can't just sit down and moan and cry that because we have passed so many tragedy in the country. We have passed so many problems in the country. But for COVID, it makes us shocked because we don't know what to do with our future, because this is seem a long time, and we can see the pandemic move from one city to the other city, move from one continent on to the others. We know that is the tourists will come here, and now is no more. The market start to cross the border, the aeroplane, no more. No more fly to Thailand. So I decided to start to ask the government to allow us to move. Save Elephant Foundation with the team, we start to move all over Thailand and start to check. And we see that elephants start to change 24 hours for 2 years, 3 years when we have that. And many of them are suffer because no food. So when I start to have that, I start to ask the supporter who sent the money to us to buy the food. I ask them, please give us the money. We want to bring that money. Can we share the money you give us and bring to buy the food for the other camp? And they said, we will give you money, only support the elephant and animal at Save Elephant Foundation only. But they not allow us to give the money to give to other camp. I asked them why. Because that elephant, the owner used for riding business. And I try to explain to them, even they use for riding business, elephants have no choice. They need food. Many of them hungry. So I decided to start to give them the food. And after that, everything turned upside down. The camp start to work with us. And now, today, if you come to Thailand, many of the elephant camp change to be the ethical because of we work is a long part of that. When the camp owner hate me, and I can use the hate back, when I work with the animals, and work with people, we have to use the love philosophy. Only love can win. We cannot hate back. As well, when you graduate from university, you start to go to work, you will find the environment, you will work with many places, it get pressure. Think positive. Don't just use any negative to poison in your heart. See your goal and look in front, whatever you dream about, and then you start to work for that. Don't let the hate to win you, but bring the love to win others. Show your love, your care, and then bring the bridge to them. Then you will get friends. So I will go and give you the the time that to ask me, and then I apologize that I speak too much, and I have plenty to speak to you, but I would like to invite of you that if you have time to go to Chiang Mai, to the north during this time, I will give you to visit to our project. You can talk to Mr. Rai. He is our director here. We welcome you to visit our herd and our animals. We have over 5,000 animals there. We not just only rescue elephant, we rescue wildlife, monkey, and they come from the animal lab. We rescue every animals in there. And wherever animal come to our gate, we never close the door for them. And I suffer too, because I never say no to them. But we have to help them, because if we don't help them, we can't turn their back. So now, I think the time is almost run over. So the time for you to get a question.